Hello and welcome to the video introduction to my ePortfolio. The ePortfolio is the capstone project for the University of British Columbia's Masters in Educational Technology program. This portfolio serves as both a curated digital collection of my work in the MET program and a reflective learning artifact. Revisiting my work through the program and exploring it in the context of new understandings has provided me with a tremendous amount of additional insight, which is evident in the reflections that accompany each artifact. The final course in the MET program is ETEC 590. The purpose of the course is to guide us in the process of creating our ePortfolios and to ensure that the learning opportunity that the ePortfolio affords isn't lost. It's rare that we have such a structured opportunity to reflect on such a significant body of work, and I truly value what that process has brought to my learning. This portfolio is structured around the 5 pearls metaphor, which you encountered on the homepage. I chose to structure my portfolio this way, instead of around specific courses in the program, for 2 reasons. First, because it's reflective of the way that I learn. I'm a very active learner, and I try to use every learning opportunity to investigate ideas that I'm working on cognitively. Of course, because the MET program introduces learners to a vast quantity of new ideas, the learning I do isn't quite as compartmentalized as it's presented in the portfolio. The second reason I structured my portfolio around the 5 pearls is that I know that not every person viewing the portfolio will be interested in all of the material within it. Organizing around big questions allows viewers to select areas of interest to them and manage their time spent on the portfolio accordingly. Let's go over the structure of the website. At the bottom of every page is a navigation button that will lead you to the next page in a linear trajectory. At the top right of every page is the menu bar. Most, but not all of the pages on the website are available through the menu bar. The Learning Artifact pages are accessible only through the 5 big questions, or as I call them here, the 5 pearls. Anytime you want to jump from big question to big question, you must return to the 5 pearls page. The 5 pearls page includes a visual representation of the ePortfolio metaphor, as well as an image of the 5 pearls. But this is not an ordinary static image, it's a thing link with embedded links in each of the pearls. So if you hover your mouse over any one of the pearls, you will see the big question associated with it. The first question relates to learning theory and how I can use it to inform my practice. Most viewers will begin there. Let's go there first. As you can see, the big question number and the question itself is written at the top of the page. The first section that you'll see is the grit. This section discusses the question itself and explains how it relates to my learning in the program. Below the grit, you'll see the different layers on the pearl. Each layer is represented by a learning artifact and its associated reflection. Under the heading for each layer, there's an introduction to that artifact and reflection. You'll note that I always reference which course the artifact is associated with and include a link to that course description in case you need more information. These links will direct you off-site, so when you're done exploring them, just close the tab and you'll return to the ePortfolio. The introductions on each big question page allow you to determine if you would like to investigate that layer. If you would, click on the image associated with it, like this. This will take you to the full reflection and the artifact itself. There are a number of different types of artifacts in the portfolio. Some of them, like this one, are documents embedded using the Scribed app. Most of the documents should be readable right on the site, but if you find them too small, and this one is, you can always blow them up to full screen, like this. Note that this opens the document in a different tab, so when you're done exploring it, simply close that tab, and you'll find yourself back on the ePortfolio site. Let's go through this page together, since it contains 3 different types of artifacts. The second layer is a website. If you choose to explore it, click on the associated image here. The heading tells which artifact you're on. In this case, it's number 1.2, big question number 1, second artifact. My reflection is here, and the parts of the website that I was responsible for are here and here. Clicking on each of these will take you to the associated page. Remember, when you're done, just close the tab and you'll find yourself back in the ePortfolio. In case you want to explore the site in its entirety, instead of just my sections, link at the bottom. Once you've explored that, close the tab and you're back here again. You're done with this layer now, so follow the button at the bottom back to big question number 1. Scroll down to the third layer. This one is for an online course developed in the Moodle platform. Click the associated image and that takes you to the full reflection and the course. Click on the image here and you'll find yourself directly in the Moodle course. There's lots to explore here, and Moodle can take some getting used to. This is a huge artifact and it represents 2 months of deep learning and creating. There's built-in content, communication, activities, assessment, and so on. But eventually you'll be ready to leave that Moodle site. And when you are, just close the tab and you'll find yourself back on the ePortfolio. Now the button at the bottom is directing you on to the next big question. Click it. Once you arrive, you can either keep going, or if you're not interested in that question, you can return to the 5 pearls page and choose a different question. When you're finished exploring the 5 big questions, that's the 5 pearls, you can move on to the next part of the portfolio, the final meditation. This includes some final thoughts and an artifact that serves as the conclusion to the portfolio. If you want to learn more about me, select Author, either at the bottom, here, or from the top menu bar. There's a contact form there also that links to my email in case you wish to contact me. The next page is the assessment rubric that I designed to guide the development of my ePortfolio. And finally, we have the references page, where all of the many works I've referenced throughout the ePortfolio are listed. Thank you for taking the time to watch this introduction. I hope it helps you to understand why I've organized the portfolio the way I have, and how to navigate it. Happy exploring!